Good morning, everybody. So I just had to redo the link for the live for this afternoon because I think I sent out the live to be a guest. But if you guys want to click on that link and come on and be a guest, we could see what can happen. But I just put up the new link to actually just watch the video. This is what happens when you get up at 3 a.m. and then try to lay back down and you can't. So, so yes, I'm still working on the Bravos. And why am I wearing this? Because I only get dressed once a day. So I'm wearing this elf outfit for my craft along. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, good, Marianne. I'm glad your furnace is working. While I'm thinking of it, good morning, Karen. While I'm thinking of it, I sent out invitations for the channelversary. If you could check your link, make sure it works. Well, thank you, Margaret. Yeah, this is my shirt for the craft along today. So what am I doing? I am making Bravos. I am making so many Bravos. So I did something different. Remember yesterday? Good morning. Remember yesterday I showed you guys the Happy Mail from Miss C, and it had these little cards in it. Well, there was a little kid. Hold on. All right. There was a little kid who said to me, why didn't you give one to my teacher yet? Or why doesn't my teacher have a Bravo? She's the kindest, sweetest, nicest person I know. So I took some of the notes from Miss C. Okay. Good morning, Christine. And I wrote inside, for all you do, this Bravo is for you. And I made one for each teacher. Well, I made one for each teacher that I work with so far. So there's 25 of them in there for the teachers. And then tomorrow, I want to show you this because it's fun. Tomorrow, now the kids did a thing called a fun run, and it was a fundraiser, and they had to raise money for it. So they got like 70% participation, and the principal promised them a glow-in-the-dark party. I mentioned it yesterday. So the glow-in-the-dark party is tomorrow. So I made up glow-in-the-dark lanyard and wristbands for me and the kitchen staff for tomorrow. So I made those up. I'm going to put my name tag on here. And I made one up for my coworker as well. So that is what I've been up to. I didn't work on anything else. Isn't that awful? I didn't work on anything else except those of you that went for the ride with me yesterday. Thank you. In case you missed it, I was coming back from Goodwill. Let me put this away before I forget it. I was coming back from Goodwill and I decided to try to find some evergreens for my craft along today. So what I did was hi Cece. I had found some before I went live, but I wanted more. Long story short, I didn't find any more, but here's what I already had. I have the taller ones here, the shorter ones there. I have 3 different kinds. Well, thank you, Karen. Hi, Ginny. I have 3 different kinds of evergreen. There's still one more I wanted, I think. But anyway, I've got 3 of them. I've got plenty. So I've got them all in water so they wouldn't droop overnight. And I have it all set up there. I'm going to do the craft along in here instead of in the kitchen. It's just, this is more of my crafting space, if you will. Yeah, that was a fun ride. So yeah, it smells really good in here, by the way, all the fresh pine. So also in here, no, I'm going to make a mess. So let me just turn it a little bit. So over here, I have the ribbon, the pine cones, all of the other stuff that's not live. And then up there, I have some eucalyptus and some vine or some white sticks that I got. Over here, so you guys that did the craft along with me last time, you remember I did the centerpiece. Did I turn that on? No. The centerpiece for Thanksgiving, which I know it's not Thanksgiving yet, and I already took it apart. It didn't last. I made it too early. So the one that I make today, I'm going to bring to my sister-in-law for Thursday. So what I'm going to do, I know I said we're going to be doing a door swag, and we are, but I figure I'm going to do both. So I'm going to do a door swag, and I'm going to do a centerpiece for Thanksgiving or Christmas or as a gift or whatever. Thank you. I've been trying to collect Christmas t-shirts to wear for like at least the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. This is one of them. I found 2 yesterday that were from Elf, which is my favorite Christmas movie. So there was one that said, "You're going to shoot your eye out," but I can't wear that to school. So I left that one. But I'm trying to think of all the ones that I can wear to school. So I'm trying to get a collection. And there was one for the Elf. It's a marshmallow headed ninny muffin or whatever he says that. So that's fun. But also over here, I have all of the, like the wire and the scissors and the wire cutters and all of that stuff. So I'm all set up for today. So hello, Huawei. Good morning. So the door swag is going to look kind of like what's right behind me, only obviously we'll fill it back in. There was also a Ralphie one where he had the soap in his mouth and it said, "Oh, fudge." I didn't think I should wear that one either. I mean, they're little kids, so I didn't do that. But yes, Huawei, we're going to be doing the door swag as well as a centerpiece. I figured I'd do both. Now I have added, yeah, me too. I have added the fact that I'm going to give away one full set of items to make a door swag, but they have to be there. So you have to actually be there for the live during the drawing to be able to be eligible. Sorry, you see me looking for something. I need more yarn. So that's happening. Let me see here. There it is. You knew I had to drop something, right? You know, I couldn't just pick something up without dropping something. So I got the glow in, well, it's called Blacklight yarn yesterday. And it didn't look to me, good morning, Kimberly. It didn't look to me like it was glow in the dark enough. You know what I'm saying? So which one do you think would work? Which one do you think would work better for a blacklight? This one's actually called Blacklight. So Margaret will never be in the naughty chair. Ever, ever. So I crocheted them together. And that's what I made the wristband and the lanyard out of. Because I wanted to make sure, I didn't want to use the glow in the dark if it wouldn't work. So yeah, so this one looks like it's going to work better. This is what I make Bravo out of. Anyway, so that's all happening today. I put the link up to the live. I did get a yarn find yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. And don't hide. I'll be right back. All right, I thought I had this in here, but I'm walking into stuff. I'm making a mess. Okay. So, you do not get the naughty chair, Margaret. That's all. Wow, wait, Margaret never gets the naughty chair. So this was sitting there yesterday. Now they had a bunch of other, so Bravo up close. So these are the Bravos that I'm giving to the teacher. The little kids just get the Bravo, but this is, here's Bravo. Bravo is just a little, he's just a little squiggly keychain that I give to the little kiddos. So come on, you guys, get the thummies going. So anyway, they had other yarn at Goodwill, but it was just basic, like Super Saver blue and green, and it was stuff I had. You guys ready? I told myself I didn't need it, so I didn't buy it. Should I say that again? I told myself I didn't need it, so I didn't buy it. Oh, mic drop. Yeah. So so that no, Bravo is an award I give to the little kids for being polite and kind and using their manners. But I did see this yarn. Now, you know my rule is if I see a yarn that I don't normally buy or I haven't seen before or touched before, this does not feel nice. This is rough. Let's see what it is. It is Beliza Joanne Exclusive Sensations Beliza Collection Cosetta Wool Blend. Here we go. Good morning, Cindy. So the color is Cosetta Dark Multi. And this will make a nice hat or gloves. You know what? If I could make a set of gloves with this, it'd be nice. All right, so let's, made in Italy, distributed by Joann's Stores. There's no lot number, so I wonder if that doesn't matter. So it is 68%. Oh, wait a minute. Is there something on the... Hold on, let me move it closer without making a mess. Is that any better? My hair, what is my hair doing? Anyway, is that any better? Oh, thank you, Michael. I knew you had said you might not be able to come, but I figured I would send it anyway. Okay, so Michael, have you ever seen this? Again, it's from Joanne, so now I know why I'm mad at it. But anyway, yay! I'm really excited now. So anyway, the funny thing is it doesn't give me a die lot, but it says please buy enough of the same die lot, so you, whatever. So I have 2 full little bundles, and then I have 1 extra. And I got all of this for $2.99. So I figured, you know what? And I think it really would make a nice set of mittens, or my fingerless gloves that I like to make. Something if I could make a glove with each one of these, I'd be able to do that once I'm done with the Bravos. Joanne, I mean, it's not terrible. It smells like a factory. I mean, who knows where it came from? Sorry. It doesn't smell bad. But so Karen, I want to show you something. You ready? You guys, if you were watching yesterday, you saw that Karen sent me some happy mail. And why am I not using it? You said, why am I not? You ready? Somebody really, really loves the blanket you sent. So there you go. If you can see him in there, that's little Fritzy. He has decided that is his blanket. Let me see him a little closer. There he is. How sweet is that? That was this morning at 3 a.m. So that blanket is wrapped around him. And he decides when I get to touch it. Here. This is me trying, oh, you can't see it. Anyway, right? That should be my Christmas card. So he decides when I'm allowed to snuggle in my own blanket, which he does share. On his behalf, in his defense, he does share, but still. So he loves that blanket, Karen. So do I. If I could, just saying. If I put it on the couch instead of on my bed, I would get more use of it, but I really wanted it on the bed. So, talking about Bravo for a minute. Oh, no, Rebecca. Oh, but you do have they supposed to be within so many yards, right? Right? Because you have the hunting thing going on, right? I hope everything's all right. Well, probably not for the deer, it's not. Hello, Scraptastic. How are you? So my brother got his deer yesterday. I don't know the details of it. All I know is, yeah, they're too close. So for those of you that don't know, Rebecca does have like a hunting club where people pay to hunt. So it's not like somebody just ran around the neighborhood and shot at her, but still, that's terrifying. Yeah, there's rules. You're not allowed to shoot within so many yards of a home. I have the same problem up here because people are duck hunting. And there's also deer. So on this side of my house is the river. On this side of my house is woods. So we hear bang, 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 and we know somebody's shooting at ducks or geese. We hear one bang, and we know somebody's shooting at deer. But still, that's too close. Yeah. Well, you give them what for, Rebecca? When they come in, you give them eyebrows up, finger out. You give them the what for. Say, dude, that was not 300 yards. Yeah, because, I mean, even though it's not aiming at you, bullets can travel, and that's too far or too close. So back to Bravo. So Friday night, I didn't make any. And you know me, I try to make myself do at least 25 of them. Yeah. I try to do at least 25 of them a night. So Friday. Oh, let's not okay. Friday I did nothing. So yesterday I'm like, all right, you need to make up for the ones you didn't do on Friday. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I pull out 25 for Friday. I pull out the clips. So I pull these clips out and I set them on the table so that I know where or how many I have left, right? That white and teal cake behind me in the closet. In the closet, you mean? So I'll keep talking until you tell me. So needless to say, I did 25, but then I remembered, oh my gosh, the teachers. So those 25 are gone. Oh, by this ear right here. So those 25 are gone. So now I got to start over. So I've got 25 more here. So yeah, not the closet, this one here. All right. It's the big blanket yarn. It's it is Burnett blanket. It's what I'm making a blanket out of right now. This one is actually, the color is aquatic. It's really pretty, isn't it? It's actually more green in person than teal. Trying to get it so you can see. Yeah, it's more green than teal, but it's really pretty. I really want to get this blanket done, but it is what it is. I was thinking of moving that all out for the craft along today, but I don't have the time or the energy to do that. So yeah, now I'm feverishly making more Bravos because I'm behind. Hello, Rita. How are you? So I had just finished another skein. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Welcome. Just opened up a new skein. I don't like the new ones because you go to pull the yarn and it pulls the whole thing with you. It's like, oh. So again, I cut one more loop down on these. I'm only chaining 12 now, and it works perfect. I'm trying to keep all the numbers even, you know. So I'm almost to the point now where I just want to give every kid one. Here, just take it. I'm done trying to figure out who has one and who doesn't. I can't do it anymore. Because now the teachers are requesting them. Yeah, that's not okay. That's not okay, Rebecca. I'm trying to take small sips of my coffee because I have a small cup today. And I don't want to run out. Good morning, Amber. How are you? So for, you guys realize I got a million things going on my head. Oh, let me tell you the fun stuff. Okay. So my daughter and I are going to spend the day hanging out on Friday. We both have the day off, so we're going to hang out. And she's thinking of really cool crafts we can do together while also entertaining the baby, right? So she sent me this one link here. Now, hear me out. So you buy Jell-O. Kids can eat Jell-O, right? You buy Jell-O and you take like the teething rings or anything that won't get yuckied up, and you put it in the Jell-O in a bowl, like in a flat-ish Tupperware, and you let the baby pick out his toys. So it shows them like depth perception. It shows them textures. Plus it's Jell-O, so it's not going to hurt him any. So that's one. I thought that was fun. She sent me that. Sugar, have a great Sunday. Da, 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 da. So we're going to do that one. And then she had sent me hello, Emily. She had sent me where you can put different color paint in a Ziploc bag and the baby gets to push the paint around. That made me a little sketchy. So I said, why don't we take food coloring and some plain yogurt, color the yogurt and let the baby smush the yogurt around. That way, if the bag opens, it's just yogurt, right? So, well, there you go, Michael. Hello, Louise. Welcome. So anyway, those are two fun crafts we're going to do with the baby on Friday. I'm really excited. I've already ordered the food coloring, and the yogurt is in my cart because I do Instacart for my groceries. So the yogurt's in my cart. So we're going to do that. That's fun. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're going to do. I mean, he's still too little to put buttons. But exactly that idea. Yep. We also, I can remember years back, Rebecca, you probably know about this, a sensory table. So like you take sand and water and rocks and dirt and this and that, and the kids get to feel and play with all of this different stuff. And there's even like a water table where you can fill part of it with water and let the kids just reach in and pull stuff out. That is right up my alley. I absolutely would love to do that. Michael, I fell asleep last night and tossed and turned because I got excited to try the honeycomb stitch in Tunisian. You and those whatchamacallits, you're cracking me up, Amber. You crack me up. Took a padded blanket that we use for the baby. Some different stuff on him to play. Yeah, so it's a kind of like, it's kind of like the snuff pad for the dog, right? And I hate to say that, but you take a snuff pad that you make for the dog and you hide stuff all in it that the baby can play with. And it's the same idea. It's a sensory pad. So, so yeah, mom. Yeah, well, mom just told us go outside and play. So we didn't have all this fun stuff. Shaving cream is, yes. So those are some fun things that we used to do. But he's at the stage now where everything goes up here. And yeah, well, Feronia, we actually have, there's an aquarium nearby. So they've been taking him to that. And it actually has a tunnel where you walk through. So you're completely surrounded by the fish. And then there's also the holiday lights are coming now. So I told my daughter, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, please. I told my daughter that while she's in the park with the lights, because you're going 1 mile an hour, she can take the baby out of his car seat and let him look out the window on her lap through the lights, right? That's fine. Not like they're out on the road and he should be in the car seat. He can get out of the car seat in the car, right? At the lights. I mean, I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But so she should be able to just take the baby out of his car seat, yeah, and set him on her. That's what I told her. I said, we got to take him. There's 2 of them around here. One of them you have to pay to go through. And one of them is like a restoration place. Like if you have fire or something damaged, they're the people to call. And every year for about as long as I can remember, so it's probably 30 years now, they set up. Yeah, see? But even if it's not on the road. Oh, dried rice. That's a great idea. I'll have to see. That's kind of what my daughter said. She said she grew up in the time where the baby out of the car seat is a big no-no. But I just thought that during the, I don't know. I would hate to have him drive through the lights and have him not be able to see anything. But anyway, so that big restoration place for about 30 years now. Hello, Robin. Okay. For about 30 years now, they've been doing a free, and it's like acres and acres of it. They just decided one year they had a little bit of lights, and the next year they added a little more, the next year, so now it's acres and acres of this, and it's free. And they're open every night, like now through New Year's, I believe. So I would like to take him through that. That's a good idea. So the one, Rebecca, the one that you pay to go through, it used to be in Albany, in our state's capital, in a park in Albany, and you could take a horse-drawn carriage through that display, but I don't know. They moved the location this year to one of the fairgrounds, so I don't know if they're going to have the horse-drawn carriage where I could put the baby on my lap and do it. So I just don't want her to get in trouble, but I want the baby to get a good experience, you know. So we shall see. I'll do some of my research. Maybe I'll call Maybe I'll call the fairgrounds and see. That's awesome, Rebecca. Yeah, so you know it's Washington Park, the Washington Park one. One year, I can't remember how old my daughter was. Maybe 10. I took her through there, and I took her on the horse-drawn carriage one, and we had blankets over our laps, and I had a thermos of hot chocolate. It was really nice. And then at the very end, you can go into the house where all the elves are and Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and you get like a cookie or something. No, you don't, but you don't touch the horse. Would the horse bother you if you were back in the wagon, Margaret? Good thing you weren't in the Old West. Allergic to horses. I think you're the first person in the world I've ever heard allergic to horses. Huh. So yeah, Rebecca, they took the whole thing from Albany and they moved it to the Altamont Fairgrounds. I forgot you know the area, so 3 more and I've got another batch of 25. I just got to keep going. I just got to keep talking and doing this like it's second nature now because I'm running out of time. Horse-drawn carriage would be, I am the same. You're allergic to horses? Yeah, so they moved it. Kind of like they moved Country Fest to the Altamont Fairgrounds too. I don't know. Whatever. It seems to be the thing to do. Move everything to Altamont. But yeah, it was a nice little treat for her. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's terrible. That's awful, Margaret. Jeez. I can remember, was I 15? Wow. I was 15 and my mom and stepdad took me to see the Royal Lipizzan stallions. And oh my goodness, they were beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that really stinks. I am so glad I grew up without any allergies. I mean, now that I'm getting older, I have seasonal allergies from like plants and stuff. But as far as animals, I've always had cats in the house and dogs in the house. And, you know, I even had birds. I had canaries, parakeets, not canaries, parakeets for a long time. You know what? We're down to 1 cat. I wonder if I could get a parakeet again someday. Morning, Tina. Oh, that's cool. Wow. It's cool, Marianne, not Rita. I'm sorry. That's yeah, allergies would drive me crazy. Well, you saw what happened with me with the resin. That's an allergy. Holy moly. I look like Jabba the Hutt. By the way, you notice my voice is back. La la la. Now I can sing to you guys. Aren't you happy? So I found a new movie. Well, River Life found the movie, but I found that I love it. So yesterday, normally he's out in the bar area with his friends, but it's a little, yeah, it was, Margaret. But it's a little chilly out there for that. So he's in and we try to compromise. I don't watch a lot of TV, neither does he. But when we're in the same room with the one TV we have in the house, we try to compromise. So last night, he found a movie called If. Has anybody heard of that If? It's the guy from The Office, plays the dad. I'm really bad at I'm really bad at actors and actresses' names. But it's the guy who played the main character from The Office. He plays the dad. And then there's this adorable little girl. And If stands for imaginary friend. It's adorable, Rebecca. Of course I cried. All through the whole movie, I'm like, I'm going to cry. I know I'm going to cry at this movie. I know I am. Yes, Steve Carell. Steve Carell doesn't play the main character. He plays the big blue The one who played the main character. Yes. Thank you, Rebecca. He played the dad. He played it's a really good movie. So if you guys are home with the kiddos and you need a movie to watch over the break, it's called If, and it is adorable. But if you're anything like me, you will cry. I knew it because the very beginning, and I'm not giving anything away by this, the very beginning, you realize that the mom has passed. So she's living with her dad. So right away in the back of my head, you're like, you're going to cry. You're going to cry. It's all there is to it. And I just waited for it to happen the whole movie, and it did. So I'm surprised. Surprised my eyes aren't swollen from Latin like a dope. But yeah, it's an adorable movie. At first, I didn't quite understand what was going on because it's called If, right? You don't realize it means imaginary friends. It's really cute. Yes, Ryan Reynolds is in it. He plays a great part. Yeah, that could go down as one of my go-to movies. It's a cute one. I really do like it. So, Marianne, how are we doing on thummies? Got to make sure. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is in it. He plays a great part. But I don't know who that little girl actress is, but oh man. I didn't cry until she did. So she actually, oh, he's working on a Sunday. Never, never on a Sunday, a Sunday. So yeah. Oh, come on. Come on, everybody. Let's do some thumbkin. Where is thumbkin? Oh, nice. All right. Well, we'll give you that. Hello, Kimmy. How are you? So yeah, if you're looking for a cute movie that maybe you haven't seen, I don't even know when it came out, but it's adorable and it's really cute. But you will cry. You'll laugh too. It's one of those. But so we watched that. I think I'm about due, especially with my shirt on. I'm about due to watch Elf. That is my all-time, hands down favorite Christmas movie, and I haven't watched it yet, and that just is not like me. So I'm going to have to go, and maybe I'll have some downtime today. I can make some more Bravos, and no, I don't think it is on Netflix. I think it was on Amazon Prime, maybe. I think. I think so. You watched The Grinch yesterday? Which Grinch now, Rebecca? There are so many. Did you watch the original Grinch? Did you watch Paramount Plus? Did you watch the Jim Carrey Grinch? It just depends on which Grinch is which. You don't have Prime? I have Prime because I use it for everything. I use it for the Jim Carrey, yeah. I use it obviously for shopping, but I shop enough that the free shipping on that for Prime is really worth it. I mean, I know you pay the annual thing and yada, 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 but. Oh, I have to admit, I started some Black Friday shopping for Christmas. I got my daughter's big Christmas present. Like every year I'll get her some little things. So, Frizzy, you know what you will never see? Well, I don't know. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, you'll never see the original Little Drummer Boy again. If you watch that one, you'll understand why. I mean, it's pretty brutal. As it is, the one with the Burgermeister Meisterburger is pretty brutal too, but the Little Drummer Boy, I don't think you'll see that one, although that is my favorite Christmas carol, my favorite Christmas song, the Little Drummer Boy. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Is it though? I don't know if it's my favorite. Yeah, wait 3 days for free shipping. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't think you'll see that one, but you'll see all the others. It's kind of hard to explain. Like my mom used to say, "What's on TV tonight?" And I'm like, everything's on TV, right? You know what I mean? Like everything is on TV. You can just somewhere out there in the cosmos of TV and streaming and everything else, it's on somewhere. You can find it, you know. You don't have to worry about, it's what's on the main channels. I actually also took my daughter a million years ago to see The Grinch on Broadway. That was pretty cool. It was, as it always was, it was my daughter, my mother, my sister Lynn, and I. You know what? My brother loves the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. Yep. Horton Hears a Who. That was one of my favorites. One of my favorite books. I did buy a lot of the Dr. Seuss books for Jude, my grandson, because I want him to have Dr. Seuss. I think Dr. Seuss books were the books that got me reading, So I don't know what I just did. Muppet Christmas. So my daughter was watching the Muppets the other day with the baby, and just like his mother and grandmother, he loves Animal. Anytime Animal came on the screen, he's like, and he'd start kicking his little feet and laughing. Of course you love Animal. You got to love Animal, right? All right, so that's 25 of those. So I do these in groups of 25, and then I sew in the ends, and then I glue on the eyes. So let me turn my hot glue gun on. This is going to be a day of inside, all inside, all day. I really, really, really want to work on my blanket, but I know I need to discipline myself and finish these, at least 25 more, of these. Because the kids that haven't gotten them now are the kids that are really so sweet, but they don't raise their hand in the cafeteria to ask me for anything. So I haven't had the opportunity to stop and give them one. You know what I mean? So those of you that don't know the premise of Bravo, Bravo is given to the kids in the cafeteria when they say please or thank you. Oh, Robin, that's right. I love that movie. So instead of just belting out commands at me, the kids will say please and thank you. So good morning, Gloria. The kids that don't actually raise their hand and ask me for anything, I don't have the opportunity to give them a Bravo because. So right now, most of the kids that don't have a Bravo are really good kids. I just don't have a chance to get there. Santa hats to add to the Halloween ghost you didn't sell in your fall market. That's cool. I wish I was a little bit more disciplined and had a market that I could do, but well, the problem is I don't like to make the same thing twice. So how can you do a market? I am going to be making more kitchen sets though. And then I was thinking I might expand that thought to also doing bathroom sets, like to do the hooded towel or to do like a hooded towel, a bath scrubby, stuff like that. I do love the hooded towel. And then I could just do a body wash or something, you know. What else? What have I been doing? Oh my goodness. So I'm a little nervous for my craft along. I hope some of you guys can show up. Now remember, I am doing a full giveaway of a make your own door swag with the instructions and everything. But you got to be there or be square. I'm trying to figure out how Good morning, Tammy. I'm trying to figure out how to do that giveaway because I'm on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. I mean, it's not like there's going to be 200 people there, right? Okay, Michael. Yeah, try to get some sleep. I was actually looking for you in the middle of the night, Michael, because I was up again. And I was like, oh, maybe Michael's up. He could keep me company again. But you weren't. Well, you weren't on anyway. It is at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And I'm on, I have an event scheduled for here on YouTube as well as Facebook. So I'm going live on both at the same time. That kind of blends my audiences. Rebecca, were you here when I told you about the elevator clip that I saw on TikTok? I don't know if it was in a mall or in like a department store, like a Macy's or something, but it was kind of like the idea of the Polar Express, but they did an elevator. So the kids walk up to this elevator. Now the elevator door is kind of decorated like the door to a castle or something. So the kids get on, and one of the kids gets to hit the button to close the door, and the other kid gets to hit the button that says Santa. Now they're in an elevator, okay? The back door of the elevator, they're going up. Now on the walls of the elevator, if you've been to Disney, you know that ride Soarin', where it looks like it's real. You know what I mean? So they're flying over the treetops and this and that, and they're flying over this and that. And it shows candy canes and toys, and it's all coming at the kids. They're looking at like this screen. One of the walls is a screen. And then all of a sudden it shows them, they're landing now. They're landing. You see the reindeer, and they come up, and now the back door of the elevator opens, and now they're at Santa's castle. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I really wish there was something around here. I really wish there was something around here that I could take my grandson to. I know he's a little, but I think my daughter and I would enjoy it. But oh my goodness, it was mind-blowing. And like I said, they literally probably only went 4 floors, but when they got there, they were now at the North Pole. One of the Santa's elves greeted them. They had real reindeer. Wait, what are we talking about? T-shirt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was really cool, wasn't it, Debbie? That was, I've watched it a billion times. I'm like, come on. Well, there's only one mall. Gotcha. There's only one mall really still left around here, and they have a glass elevator that I think would work perfectly for that. So, yeah, I can't. So there's this other channel that I've been watching. She's like upcycling or something like that. And I had to turn it off because my brain starts going, oh, I want to make that. I want to make that. About that. Da 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 da. My brain goes, wait, you have 200 more Bravos to make. You can't do anything. Margaret, I would be interested in absolutely any tutorial you put out. Hands down. If you're going to put it out, I'm going to learn how to do it. So, yes, absolutely. I would absolutely love any tutorial you could put out. Yeah, Michael, that is my brain all the time. And that's why I'm up at unmentionable hours all the time. It's like, I just can't turn it off. So it would be nice to turn it off. I'm sure there's medication for that. which I need, but I'm not getting it anytime soon. So speaking of medication, it appears that my kidney stones have moved away right now. So the doctor told me the reason I'm not in the main excruciating pain is that they're moving around. So the more they move around, the less pain I'm in, believe it or not. So anyway, you were up working late last night, 3 a.m. You started a poncho. Woohoo! Love it. Exactly, Michael. That's exactly it. So I get up when my brain starts going crazy. I don't fight it. And then I'll be up a couple hours and I'll be like, you know what? Time to try to lay down again. So sometimes that works. Yes, I could try melatonin. Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to medicate myself to sleep if it's going to I love that question, Frizzy. This time of year, they're probably going to have mixed nuts at the grocery store or at Walmart. Or the one answer that Amazon. Amazon has everything. Or Rebecca's Driveway. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, melatonin is a natural. Yep. Yep, it is. You guys, I am so silly. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my lights and I'm like, I smell something hot. I turned on my hot glue gun and forgot. Oh my goodness, I can't. I had too much, not enough time on my hand, too much projects on my hand. Over here on my wall over here, I have all my Christmas presents already in bags. And then I have my my whips. I think that just makes me sad because I want to make more stuff and I want to finish my whips, but can't. Including my new poncho, which I want to make. I don't know where I set it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I just want to get this done so I can get my whips done. But now, of course, I'm looking at this, and do you know I'm going to set down stuff and I'm going to make gloves, right? I did finish the shawl. Yes, I did. I finished the shawl. Yep. Yeah, Michelle, we made one when my daughter was a baby. The whole family made one. Instead of a t-shirt, I actually used one of her baby blankets. Well, it's cordless. It's pretty cool. I know. Finish my Bravos. So this is cordless. It doesn't have an automatic shutoff, no, but it is cordless. And if I take it off and use it, it lasts for about 25 minutes. And then it'll just turn itself, or it'll cool right down. So, yeah, you're real funny, Margaret. That's my Jiminy Cricket. Finish your Bravos first. No, make some gloves. Finish your Bravos first. So anybody have any suggestions on how I can run the giveaway if I'm doing a live both on Facebook and on here? If I were doing it just on here, I could say a certain word and then count down and see, you know, a certain number. But if I'm doing them both, I don't know how to combine both. And I don't want to give away two because that's double the expense, right? Double everything. Gotta. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. I gotta sit down. I gotta da. Phenomena. I'm using StreamYard for the YouTube, Michael, And then I'm doing live through Facebook for the other one. So I have actually 2 lives going on at once. But yeah, I am using StreamYard for the one here on YouTube. I'm just trying to think of a way to combine them both. Like I said, a GoDaddy that does, I don't, not quite sure I understand, CC, I'm sorry. Fritzy. Oh yeah, because he does not, he gets so mad that I sit still so long. He taps on my foot, Mom, Mom, Mom. And he doesn't even really have to go out. He just wants my attention. Anyway, Margaret, if you can think of a way, will you text me? You should be able to stream from StreamYard to both at the same time. Oh. All right, I'm going to have to play with that when I'm off of here. Good morning, Miss C. Miss C, where have you been? I want to show you what I did. You know those little cards you sent me? I'm giving them to the teachers. So this one says, let's talk about how awesome you are. And in the inside, it says, for all that you do, this bravo's for you. And I'm going to put one of these in each of the teachers' mailboxes. You inspired that. All right. So Michael, I can connect them both. All right. That's good coffee. All right. Well, Miss C, we're already at 57 minutes, and you know I don't like to stay longer than an hour. So I did try to do a bunch of lives yesterday. I just couldn't. There's too much going on. Yeah, Miss C, because I had one of the little kiddos ask me why his teacher, who was the kindest, sweetest person he knew. All right, I will. Didn't have a Bravo yet. So that made me think. I mean, I had given some to like the principal and my boss and the kitchen staff, but I didn't think of giving it to the teachers. And now I have, but that makes like an extra 50 that I have to make for the staff. Just keep stitching, keep stitching, keep stitching. I got to take some Tylenol. My hands are starting to be like, hey, are you crazy? Do you want to know the whole process? Out of a whole process of making the Bravo, the part that hurts my hand is peeling the back off of these googly eyes. Ow. I can't glue them on as is because then the glue only holds to the paper on the back. I know. I found that out the hard way when a little kid handed me a Bravo with one eye. My eye fell off. I'm like, oh, good Lord. So I have to peel the back off of every single eyeball. So for every one Bravo I make, I have to peel off 2 eyeballs. What have I gotten myself into? Yes, I am. Yes, I am crazy. So, all right, you guys, we are at 59 minutes. That gives me a minute to say thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. I hope you guys can join me this afternoon on my on my craft along. I will be making a door swag as well as I will be making a centerpiece for the table. So I hope you guys can join me. I will figure out the giveaway. I'll figure out the live. But thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Margaret. There's the link to the live, everybody. Remember, always be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.